This is Steve from Boxing UK in association with Supreme CBD. What a night, Eddie. Big night for you before we start on the boxing.
Yeah, big night, man. Never worked for Queensbury before, so was excited to see how it was. It's funny because I watch Queensbury shows at home and I'm like, oh, this ain't gonna end, is it? Like, gee. So I was thinking, please say that we do something a bit different. But no, it was a good night of boxing. I almost felt like the first fight was fantastic. Khalil Majid, I thought that was just war. The others, interesting, especially the Jimmy TKV, David Adelaide one. I mean, surely there's a no contest there because that was poor. That was poor from the ref.
I've spoken to David ringside, and he said he did what he had to do.
Yeah, you can't blame a fighter. You almost have to. The ref has to get involved. The fighters will swing until they can't swing. I think we saw that with Paddy Donovan and Lewis Crocker a few weeks ago. So no, I certainly won't blame David Adelaide, but yeah, the ref just got it wrong. And it's weird because he doesn't just say break. He says break and he pulls down the arm of TKV. So TKV's not even in a position to protect himself. So yeah, awful decision.
Joyce, Filip Hrgovic, fair result, as wide as you thought?
Fair. I thought Filip started really fast, then Joe kind of came into it, and then the last 3 or 4 rounds I thought Filip was just landing better shots. I always knew I was going to have to ask him about retirement, but it's always awkward. But I think people close to him need to have a word. I mean, it's 4 defeats in his last 5 now. Even when he was winning, he was taking a lot of shots. But now he's not winning. So now it's like, okay, you're taking these shots and not winning. But Filip Hrgovic was a tough task. I mean, that's a really tough last-minute replacement. You don't get much tougher than that. So credit to Joe, but they need to have a really good, long think about what next.
Yeah, and you made the point that I've already had of a couple of fighters that Joe takes an awful lot of shots when he's winning. He's taking just as many when he loses. They could well catch up with him in later life. At what point does somebody close to Joe say, that's it?
Yeah, that's the worry. It's not now. And even now, I feel like, and again, this is quite awkward, but I feel like you can see the effects now. And it's not there. Now, I speak to so many ex-boxers in 10 years' time. What's it going to be like in 10 years' time? So, look, he's entertained us a lot. Since basically turning over, he's entertained us. He's had tough fights from the very beginning. So, maybe it's okay for him to step away. Look, you know what it is? He's still got his goals and ambitions. That he'll still be thinking he can win a world title because he'll look at the turnaround of fighters like Joseph Parker, who he beat, Daniel Dubois, who he beat, and think, one second, I beat both of those guys. But no, not for me.
What next for Filip Hrgovic? Who would you like to see him in with? I heard Moses Atauma.
Maybe that man there.
Yeah, Dillian.
Maybe Dillian. Maybe Atauma. If you're Hrgovic, you're thinking, I'm not fighting Atauma. He wants to fight guys in and around him. Yeah. He'll look at Atauma as a step down, and it's true. Whereas Atauma will look at that as food. Especially on tonight's showing. Like, let's be honest, Hrgovic got the job done, but he looked like he was blown out of his arse after round 3. But I do think him, with Abel Sanchez in Big Bear and a longer camp, he could be a problem because he's got really good hands. So I wouldn't mind seeing him against AJ. I think it's a great fight for AJ, but we'll see what happens.
Fabio, Wardley and Jarrell Miller got in the ring together. And for you, Eddie, when Queensbury are making these fights, you're going to be there behind the camera at them now. Does that stir the blood just a little bit more?
It does. And it's funny because when I saw them get in the ring, I was like, 1 second, and look, without thinking too far ahead, I was thinking, surely that means I'm presenting that. That's a big fight at Portman Road. And that's a big step up for Fabio as well. Because look, I have to be honest with you, I saw Miller against Andy Ruiz, and I think it was called a draw in LA. I was there. I thought he won that fight. So that shows me where he is. And I mean, Daniel Dubois, who we've seen has been cleaning everyone's pipes, took Daniel Dubois the last second of the last round to get rid of him. So Jarrell Miller's a bit of a problem. He's massive. So that's a good fight. It's a really good fight. And Portman Road in the summer, 30,000 in there. Well done to Fabio. To jump from where Fabio's gone from to Portman Road is incredible.
Last one, just reflect on you, Eddie. We've spoken lots off camera. I've known you for a little while now. The journey from the green chair to here. Do you sometimes pinch yourself?
Oh, all the time. And I get so nervous when I'm on the stage because I feel like I haven't done the education to get there. I didn't do college or university or anything like that, so sometimes I'm like, am I in the right place? But now I've been given so many opportunities from the zone, and obviously ultimately you've got to take them. But I've been given so many opportunities, and I'm grateful. Honestly, I'm so grateful because I've got the best seat in the house. I'm on the stage, I'm ringside, I'm interviewing guys. It's insane, and it's weird because on the green chair I used to be so. When you're around the fighters, you kind of realize just how gutsy and tough they are. So I showed them a lot more respect than I did. But anyway, forget me. You've been away. We know you had your issues. It's great to see you back as well. Honestly, it's great to see you back.
I'm just glad you remember me, Andy.
Nah, as soon as we caught eyes, I was like, come on. But honestly, no, it's great to see you back as well, because that would have been scary for you. I don't want to say too much, obviously, but it's great to see that you are healthy, doing what you do best, and it's good to see you at the shows, having fun as well. Smiles, man. Look at that, the smiles, man.
You're a good man.
No.
Addy,
thank you very much.
I'll let you go and get your beer, mate. Safe journey home. And you owe me one, because our team did you a lot of favour to do.
Yeah. We're not talking football. We're going to win the league.